In the heart of Northwestern Province is Kabompo district. Situated on the banks of the third deepest river in Africa, the Kabompo River. The district is a gem endowed with many natural resources. However, the district is still underdeveloped. But this is about to change as the increased CDF has made it possible for the district to attend to infrastructure development.
Our district is slowly transforming as compared to where we are coming from. Remember the 1.6 million per constituency, it was something, not a mockery, but something that was not just enough. If we consider the vastness of our constituencies like Kabompo and the challenges on the ground, I think that was just a drop in the ocean. No wonder we are appreciating that with this in CDF, we've seen tangible transformation in infrastructure. I think people also benefiting. These people that have also benefited in grants, we've seen them venturing into projects and programs that have also benefited them and made them to be self-reliant.
In the area of school infrastructure development, CDF has built many classroom blocks across the constituency. One such school is Kalunga Primary School in Mumbeji Ward. The school has more than 800 learners and had to use this tree and the shelter as classes. But with increased constituency development fund, a 1x3 classroom block has been built and a borehole installed.
We have been given a 1x3 block, and the coming of this infrastructure has really brought a very good impact to this community, such that by then the enrollment was very much poor. Because since, as I've said, that we never even had desks, people have been sitting on logs, on blocks. Now the coming in of CDF, they have even at least given us a total number of desks reaching 260, such that learners now are able to find where to sit, and of which the 1x3 block as well. Learners have got infrastructure now where to sit and learn from, and of which these things have brought an improvement in as far as enrollment is concerned. Currently, we are talking of 550 learners, of which almost every day they are flopping. We are receiving more and more learners almost every day. Why? Because of the change that has happened into this community. We also have got a borehole. Previously, we used to struggle here in as far as water is concerned. Almost every day, people used to come with their containers from their homes.
The new classrooms has cheered learners at the institution.
When we started learning under the trees, it was very difficult to us. So here now we are very intelligible to learn very well. So we were carrying waters in the bottle, but this time we have a bowl there and we have everything now.
The community are appreciative of the new Dawn's policies.
Wakuhana a CDF. Akikuhana tulingira mangashino watufulie na boho. Wapanga wana wetu na kunwa meya amajilo kufumina. Natu mbombo, natu tutua na kufuila mashima. Unanika wapanga na lola wakuya kumashima na kusitame yako. Wapuyenga na kutuama na lipuya lola usuku. Oze UPND inatulingira wima ya wineni kutufulia boho. Ikiko hize inakafu eko na wana wetu holia pangana kawechicheka na kuyanda kumeyako.
The infrastructure outreach in most schools in Kabompo has changed because of the Constituency Development Fund. At Kabinyonde Primary School, 2 teachers' houses have been completed, and this development has brought excitement to the school administration.
Before the construction of these 2 staff houses, we had these 2 which are deplorable. And this gives even an indication that there was no teacher that was staying here because of the condition of the houses. But after the construction of these 2 staff houses, at least we have seen the place again having some life. Teachers are now occupying the staff houses. This situation has taken quite some time, where this school was abandoned without any teacher. But for now, we have teachers staying in the house, in the school compound.
The free education policy has brought back to school many learners, and the constituency had to build many classrooms to meet increased enrollments.
And the focus in 2022 was on the increase on the number of classroom blocks, going by the presidential directive of free education. The introduction of free education actually saw a number of our children that were in the communities getting back to school. So that was a great challenge that the community, the CDFC, saw and prioritized the construction of classroom blocks. So from 2022 to 2024, I think we had approved about 19 classroom blocks, 1x3 classroom blocks. So where we are right away is Kabompo Primary School in Bakasa Ward. So this was done by our local contractor. I think you can see the quality. This is what we're also trying to promote as Kabompo, to ensure promotion of local economies. We have prioritized to give local contractors, and this is one of the 5 contractors that has done works that are very, very cardinal and I think visible in the district.
President Haga and HM's directive to have no child sit on the floor has been taken very seriously, with almost all the schools supplied with sufficient desks.
So to us, I think, looking at the challenge and the response to the needs of the community, we prioritize, and at least, although we have not made the need looking at the population, but what we've actually set aside, at least has created that good impact where we no longer see children now learning under the trees. From what you've captured around, you've I think, seen that there are good infrastructure, similar, that are actually responding to the needs of the communities.
Under the bursaries component, the constituency has sponsored more than 1,000 pupils and students at various schools.
Between 2022 and 2024, we've managed to sponsor about 627 students in various schools who are pursuing various disciplines. And I think from the outcome, we've seen, I think the community members enjoying. So on boarding schools, we had a total of, between 2022 and 2023, 2024, we managed to empower and sponsor about 245 students.
Kabompo Secondary School headmaster says because of the CDF, the school has seen an increased enrollments.
You know, we have seen a high turnout of learners that were in the village, and now because of this CDF scholarship, they are coming to school and they are very much eager to learn, because now we are able to see them reporting to school every day. And because of that, we feel that it is one of those benefits that this enhanced CDF has brought about. I think in principle, the enrollment has increased in boarding.
At the moment, 175 pupils that could not manage boarding fees previously are being sponsored under CDF bursaries.
Actually, I would encourage a lot of learners that come from far homes when it comes to the distance with their schools, so that they can apply for CDF bursaries so that they'll be in boarding. Because it's not easy actually to be on time when you are coming from a far distance. So you need to be near to your school so that you'll be able to acquire knowledge on time.
CDF has been a very good thing to my life because it has helped me to be in school. I usually used to travel long distances from home, but now I have the ability to be in school. So I would like to encourage other girls out there in villages. They can apply for CDF and they will surely be brought in school and they'll get the chance to learn.
I actually thank the government for bringing this program, because it's like it motivates us as children, because knowing that we have parents out there who care for us, they care to say that we must educate everyone, each and every child all over the world. So I thank the government for actually thinking about us.
In skills development, a lot of pupils have been sponsored to do various skills training. Dankba College, right in Kabompo district, has 90% of its students sponsored by Kabompo CDF.
Most importantly, we want to thank CDF because it's really been a game changer. Yeah, it's really been a game changer in such a way that this institution is a starting institution. It's just been in existence for about 3 years. And we can say from the time the institution started, when CDF came through, I think there's really been so much improvement on our institution.
The students are appreciative to the new Dawn's government for giving them a chance to gain skills and brighten their future.
Since this UPND government came in government, we found opportunities to do our studies, not only us. We have a lot of people in our compounds who are studying from different schools, not only here at Dankiba. All those things that are brought by the same government.
Under CDF, how I found myself here was they were passing through announcing that there's free sponsorship. Due to lack of financial support, I never went to school for 3 years. When CDF announced that they are sponsoring, that's how I applied and I was picked. That's how I found myself at Dankba College. Because I believe in myself to say what men can do, I can also do. That's why I chose to do power electrical to show that I'm an example. If I can do it, I believe even someone else out there can do it as well.
Perhaps the most successful story is that of Angela Study in Mumbeji Ward. With a rented hand sewing machine, Angela is manufacturing high-quality school bags from local materials, thanks to the training she got under the sponsorship of CDF.
Chaho chikuheta mu 2023. Hakiko twevwile konge kulipuho imwe ya mwaza chikuma. Ngefulumende ho lilingana inakutonda mayusi bakafu kuhicha mu CDF babatwale ko kumashikola kuyana kulinangula bimwe kuliseza ibambula ngo ma skills mwane no mtalingire ko apply mapepa ejile mwane kuichira kuli ba honorable nguvulu no mtatambule kwaze mapepa kufilinga azi mapepa mwane no mbyale kumbongi kutoko mwane no mbatusa kwile halize program kana yapwile mu June no mtu akatukile motoka yejile bene habongi yakabombo mwane kiko twaile na kunyinyina no mutwaile ku Phonics Research ku Lusaka mwane kukiko twaile na kulinga training yetu ya kutonga mwane.
Angela has big dreams to employ other villagers very soon.
Wakulomba ko Fulumende yasa kungutalira ko mumwe mwane kuli ma grant kuli na bikwabo unongwa kulomba ko bene chikomanyi yasa kungutalira ko mumwe momo skill kana nguli nayo kangwa zangire ngai 10 hali ya mikoko kwatoma na kufwa kangwa china luisokoko ngwa kufira at least ze Fulumende tunakwivira ngwa kwatoma chikambani kuma towns kwekana kweka unochaho lilingana tunakulomba muno mukavombo ketu kechi Fulumende izate nangolo kuwaha kanechi baneko company momongi bana neize company ngase kwingsako bayusi bakwetu baze kabaire kuma shikola koko baze bana twameka muimboka ha ngunase kubenkisako bazona kulika ko mangwangwa baze veji beya at least nawo pako na mulimo kano nawo bapanga ko busy na kubahana ko chimbongo momobe kabe chikuingirira ngamuze mukuyana kulinga kana vize byuma kana vize bya unyengwe kuseneka mbongo atondere ko mbongo.
Under the grants and loans component, the constituency has performed very well, with a lot of money being disbursed so far.
I think we are making progress as a district. And I think going by the trend and the way we are pushing things, in the coming future, we'll have also a transformed city. Our view is also to transform lives and make a community look as viable and attractive to people that are coming from outside. In a nutshell, this is a picture that can actually give about the impact that CDF has created in the district Kabompo.
Muvumbo Multi-Purpose Club in Mumbeji Ward have also benefited with a CDF grant and are now into fish farming.
We decided, what can we do? We thought of having fish farming. Yes, that's how we came. So by that time we had no money. We had only little money which we raised through shares of the competitors. Or some they did, yes, some they did, some they refused. There are no fertilizers or what. After the time, they have been given the grant. When we received the grant, we fought with the main people, saying we want to divide this money because the money is from the government. We fought, but we defeated them. We went to Sorez, we bought fish for almost 24,000 kwacha and some feed.
Kambole Women's Club in Kamafuafa Ward received a grant of 15,000 kwacha and are now into various agricultural activities.
Taputukile tapile 15. So kuputuka chetu taputukile nato zetu mashares twetu twabo twakunguluire tukiko taputukile nato. Twapile topangile reserve letu ya watu 15 olozali unolola tunahetele 32. So mtaputukile tuzene tujimbongo twetu twakunguluire tukiko taputukile kulimisako tushitamba kufumako tuneza tunalimiko kawande kachivwale ufumako ngocho bene no mtwavulire mtwanyineko tumali twatuvulu inatu ivako ngwa wa yupendi banakwana magranti ngena mulinga kwa apply no mtwalingire apply mwana ku council grant so batuhanyine grant yakweta ku 15,000 so ize 15,000 ndio batuhanyine yo hakiko hejile bishinganyeka unonyi byakutunga ko ize poti lili kuze ku number 1 inatutunga so mtatungire ize potri aze mali atukelele kutomba cheko na mali yetu inatuhakira hakiko twakumishileze potri no mwechile unonyi bishinganyeka ya kuputuka kupita tusumbi aze mali yetu twafumishile mkulima inatupita tusumbi taputukile na tusumbi 50 bakie taputukile nabo so hali unolola tunahete unonyi hatusumbi 200 olozeka zika profit ketu nawa katwa twamangaka hakoko twalandangamo tuwilo cheka nato alimangako folimazi yetu ya bivwale akiko twakushinganyeka chika nato aputuka kuhokola ngemuze muna mono twahokola kwa 2.5 kanda tuhokole omunatukumisa natulanjisa nge kuputuka mwane muna ngulu mketo aputukile ngocho.
A local entrepreneur, Webi Mangimela, got a CDF loan to boost his capital to run his carpentry business.
Ile busuru wa mibu jitu burongo ine natanjikile kuingira panani kani pamuzama. Bino pamuzama na kufika pano twajinga kumonako makatajo avura. Bino kufuma padi ishiba government batupela ko ka empowerment ya madeski. Bino batupela madeski etu apangishia kubiyonka ye building na kushitamo material. So tuapishe kushita material tumone munani kani pocket mwapo isitwa batupela ko na kaloni kuli ba CDF twashitako na material akubompesha monka muno mu workshop yo tunakubongesha ino this time tujina manani kan madozi avura sana tujina madozi kufika muri 150 yetu apangako.
Another successful story is Comfrey Men's Club Cooperative in Kabura Mema Ward that bought a hammer mill to reduce on the distance they were covering to go to the nearest grinding mill. Comfrey Club was given a loan of 200,000 kwacha using the CDF.
Here in this community we had only one hammer mill. People used to move from here going to Nkulwashi, some going to the junction Kabula Mema, just when we want to have a grinding. But right now we are now safe. People are just moving nearby the home, grinding, bring their maize, then
I'm sure the lifestyle has changed because of having this thing in place.
Kabompo prisons has also benefited under the disaster component. The building at the prisons had the roof repaired using CDF. Prince Nsonga is the Director Engineering at Kabompo Council.
In 2023 we had a disaster, and as a local authority we had to respond under the disaster component, under 2023 of course.
Okay.
So the facility, as you have seen, it was a NOT facility, and the disaster that happened did damage on the building. So the scope of works that we did were to remove the entire roof structure and also mend the cracks, the floor, and as you had seen inside, there's a new wire mesh. Previously there was no wire mesh, so it's impossible right now for inmates to escape maybe through the roof. And also we did painting and just some external works.
Kabompo constituency being a rural constituency, roads are mainly unpaved. And to ease the movement of goods and services, the council has procured earth-moving machines.
One thing that could have greeted you is the transformation in the township roads. So we are prompted to go for the earth-moving equipment because both township roads and feeder roads were quite in a very deplorable state. So our focus is, as we do the township roads, we will now move to do the feeder roads. Remember, under 2025, it's also coming as a presidential directive where about 3.6 million has been set aside for fuels and lubricants just to do the feeder roads. So we are grateful again to the government. We've embarked on doing the township roads, but relying on the funding that's coming under the road sector. You are aware councils are being funded under that component. So we are utilizing that component just to buy fuels to help us do the stretch in the community. So in total, we are focusing to do about 11 kilometers of township roads. We started the project last year, but we had to put it on hold just at an onset of rains. So we realized that Kabompo has never had proper drainage system. So I think this second span that we are doing, we are focusing on putting up drainages, putting up culverts in strategic positions, places, and also just reshaping the roads as well. So we intend just to do this in a short time, such that before the onset of rains, I think now we move on to do the selected feeder roads that we shall share maybe at an appropriate time. So the components in this equipment, I think it's now a full package as we are concerned, because we have a motor grader, we have an water bowser, we have a tipper truck, and we'll have a TOB. I think the total cost of this, the total sum that was spent, or in total of equipment, came to about 15 million.
The UPND government has increased CDF from 1.6 million kwacha in 2021 to 36.1 million kwacha in 2025 budget. Kabompo constituency is taking full advantage to change the lives of people using CDF. Constituency Development Fund, empowering people, changing communities.